What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Candace Owens has made a really great climb into white conservative media. And by the time I got a chance to know who she was in 2018, she was already getting up there, especially on Facebook. Now transitioning into somewhat like a Oprah talk show with a lot of funding, a lot of professionalism, a huge fan base, able to collaborate with people like Kanye West. It's just been amazing from where she was in 2018. And Candace Owens, like many black conservatives, is known for her harsh criticisms of the African American community. Now, let me just say this. I did a video about Kanye West and Candace Owens, and a lot of that, when we have people in Black America that have been shunned by their own group, they didn't have a lot of support. These are the kind of people that kind of turn to the other side. And like I listened to Brandon Tatum's story, which is very similar to what I've just described. But Candace Owens had a unique situation, and I've talked about it years past, where Candace Owens faced a level of hatred and racism in high school. It was so bad that when she lived in Stamford, Connecticut, the school paid $37,500 to her family. Now, this came from white people now. All right. As much as she talks down on black people, and some of the stuff that you said is true, but here's what happened. They paid out $37,500 to her from these racial attacks. Some coming from people, the mayor's kids in the town. All right. Now, there was a person that went to high school with Candace Owens, and I want to play what she had to say. Then I'm going to play a video from what I said in 2017, and then we'll come back.
I don't want to be a part of this culture.
You can stick around if you want. You can go watch the original video for context. I got something to say to Candace. She's probably never going to see this, but I just want to say my piece. Hey, Candace. Hey, girl. You remember high school? I remember high school. It was quite a while ago. It was like 15 years ago. You remember 2007? I remember 2007. I remember some very horrible things happened to you in 2007. And some very racist white children called you, including the mayor's son, and said some very racist things to you and threatened your life. That should have never happened to you. That was terrible. I remember you sued the school board for that. I remember because everybody was talking about it. My family was talking about it. My grandma was calling up your grandma. The entire school system was talking about it. It was a huge deal because the mayor's son was involved. And you had the NAACP backing you up when that happened. And they got you your settlement. I think you should have gotten more, because I am always ready to let racists' pockets bleed. But regardless, NAACP backed you up. The black community backed you up. I don't know a single black person who was not backing you up. And I've read some of the statements that you've made about that time and about how no one supported you. And that everybody just threw you under the bus. And I do remember that. I do remember white people were very vocal about their want for violence towards you. It was deplorable. But that was not the black community. And, a lot has happened since then. You've definitely made a bed for yourself. You're lying in it. That's all good and dandy for you. You've decided to step on the necks of the people who supported you when you were at your lowest. And, those of us who've known you for a while have just watched you. We watched you switch platforms in 2017 when you came out on YouTube. We watched you go from trying to fight the good fight to realizing the good fight don't get you paid and go into where the money resides. I would say I'm not mad at you for chasing the bag, but you're chasing the bag at the expense of your people. And that's it. Like, you made a career out of being a So when you say you never wanted to be a part of the culture, remember, the culture is the one who supported you when no one else.
Candace Owens, in high school, made a lawsuit, or her family did, for racial discrimination in the amount of $375,000, which they received $37,500. Why was that? Because in 2007, she accused white boys or white men for racially harassing her and threatening to do bodily harm to her. That's racism. That's a personal experience with racism. That is anecdotal racism. Not only that, she claimed that one of the boys was the Stanford mayor's Daniel Malloy's son. It gets better. The NAACP, who is always heavily criticized by black conservatives, helped her file the lawsuit. Now, Candace, if you're watching this video, and God knows I hope that you are, my question is to you. How much longer do you plan on making yourself look ridiculous, saying anything for money, doing anything you can to run out that Trump campaign while still going? And not only you, there are other black conservatives that are doing it, but so much so that you're willing to make yourself look hypocritical. Not even look hypocritical, you are hypocritical. And then you're going to go out here and you want to lead blacks into leaving the Democratic plantation or joining Blexit or doing whatever, when you are the person that has won lawsuits for racism in America. And it just goes so far to show what some black conservatives are willing to do to make a damn buck. And do you know what? When things like this come out, Candace, what you don't know is not only do you lose credibility for yourself, you lose credibility with the people that you're trying to actually get to join you, which is the African American community. Because you cannot go out there and you cannot say racism doesn't exist. I never had a problem with racism. And when people pull up this particular situation, that you have a racist lawsuit, which I already knew you had this a long time ago, because it's something that's public records, that you've actually benefited financially and have won for the fact that you were mistreated by white young boys. One of them that you accused of being the mayor's son. Now, you've heard both of those videos. Here's what I want to say. In the case of Candace Owens, it will be different if the black community turned their back on you, did not support you. But that wasn't the case. You had the support of the black community. When people were racist against you, black people supported you. They called and checked on you, and you turned your back on your people. That's the problem that I have. I can see if you didn't get any support, but you were getting the support from the black community, and you still did that. And let me tell you this, one of the reasons why I am who I am with the black community is because so many folks supported me coming up when they didn't have to, right? And that's why I'm so loyal to the black community to this day. Because, I had some experiences where, sometimes you have this and that. But let me tell you, in the black community, I got a lot of love coming up. And Candace Owens sold the community out just to chase the bag. Okay? Sold the community out just to go where the money is. Obviously, she has a, Caucasian husband and all that. But, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. If that's the truth, it's pathetic. And the young lady called her the C word at the end. It's pathetic. If you have to do that for money, and I mentioned that in my old video, if that's what you got to do for money, my God, I would hate to have to earn it like that. Seriously. Well, guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.